The other day, someone asked me why I wear sunglasses all the time. In which my response, it's better to see the shade that way. Because you see, without the glasses, I'm blind to the fact that all y'all some fucking haters, so no. You can't smile in my face and laugh at it later. Not gonna allow you to call me sis, yet you allow other people to dismiss me with the bullshit. Y'all bitches, y'all weird. And call me crazy for protecting my energy, but I be damned if I'm gonna be sage in my house every time you come and leave. Leave me be. Keep all that weird ass, fake ass energy away from me. I promise I'm not pressed. I mean, you don't impress me enough to be your friend. Not when I cringe every time you speak to me. See, I literally can feel the heat waves coming off your energy. And what it says is we never really had chemistry. See, we connected simply off the same friend of me. You know, mutual friend can turn enemy. We bonded tragically, and now magically we found ourselves here in that weird space that some people call a friendship, where the relationship is held much higher than the pedestal is actually on. Something they said that you'll learn in your 30s, and that's learning your friend and learning that friend and learning and being okay with the way that that friend can show up for you. Because see, it's never been about the material things, but more so the material of things, like the cloth in which it cut from. I don't even hang with my friends no more, because they ain't even my friends no more. See, when I stopped entertaining what wasn't entertainment, I realized the problem was me. Coming into these people's lives equipped with all these qualities that they don't deserve and damn sure ain't ready to adapt to. It's me. I'm literally the piece that's disturbing their toxicity, and it's the drama. It's the drama that keeps them going, right? When I stopped entertaining what wasn't entertainment, I realized the problem was me. Coming into these people's lives equipped with qualities that they don't deserve, never experienced, and they damn sure not ready to adapt to. I'm literally the piece that's disturbing their toxicity, and it's the drama. The drama that keeps them going. That's why they secretly don't like me, because see, with my presence, I'm forcing changed behavior. So my bad. Let me move out the way, because misery loves company, and I ain't coming over. Home.
Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at knottylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Good morning, Naughty Crew. Welcome back to my channel. It's your host, Nikki, or Naughty. Either one is fine. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope everyone's having a beautiful start to their day, okay? And shout out to my cousin for sending me that TikTok. Sister was speaking fact. I was like, wait to start the show. Yeah. Her name is J Smooth. All right, follow her on TikTok. But she was speaking fact, you know. And the older I get, the more I feel like I need to be selective when it comes to friendships, because some people are just energy vulture, you know, and they just are mechanisms of chaos, so to speak. But thank you all for joining me. Please, as you're loading up in the room, please make sure you are hitting that like button. This is the way YouTube knows that we're here. Share my content, leave comments, please. I love interacting with my Naughty Crew. All opinions are welcomed over here. We don't have to agree, but I love my point of view being challenged on a regular basis. All right. And shout out to all my subs and my moderators. I appreciate every last one of you. And please make sure you donate to the channel. Donations are definitely appreciated over here. All these things I just mentioned, they just help the channel to grow and flourish. You know, donations goes towards subscriptions, equipment, and things like that. And it is my goal this year to upgrade on my equipment because I want to be able to give y'all the best every chance I get. So I have a great lineup for you guys today with our show. We Mary J. Blige sat down with Big Tigger. She's talking about love and different business ventures. So I'm excited to share that with you. We have Rick Ross responding to his baby mama Tia Kemp, who he served a cease and assist, hunty. Okay, but she like, I ain't never scared. Okay. Also, we got an update on Fani Willis. Oh, they are putting the pressure on. And if we have time, I have a couple of other things I want to get into. The other day, I mentioned yachting and the yacht girls. So I want to give y'all a little bit of background when it comes to the open secret in Hollywood. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this intro as people load up in the room. Please remember, hit that thumbs up. I'll be right back. Thank you all so much for joining. And first, I want to give a big shout out to Letroy, Washington. Queen, I always appreciate you and your support of me. You don't know, it just means the world. But she has been a member for 3 months. Thank you so much for just being here. You know, I love your perspective. And you always bring the deets, the goods. And I appreciate all the funny reels you send me. I don't say much all the time back, but I do watch them, and and they always give me a good hoot and a holler, sis. So let me let me just say a special thanks to you, Latoya. All right. Hey, Carol. Hey, James. Hey, Juice. Thank y'all for joining me. I love it. I love it. I love my naughty crew. Yes, we putting that out into existence. We on our way to 5K, baby. Yes. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's dive right in. Up first, I want to get into Mary J. Blige. You know, Mary, she don't do many interviews, but when she does, she's usually profound and she's short and to the point. All right. And I love Mary. You know, she she's one of those artists that has always spoke to me, and she always gave me hope that it was possible no matter where you came from and things like that. And Mary has shared her struggles through the world, her struggles with addiction, her struggles with love, her struggles with valuing herself. And I just think she is just in a new era of owning all of her stuff. And I'm loving it. I'm loving where she's at today. So she recently sat down with Big Tigger and had an interview. And shout out to Hollywood Unlocked for gathering this footage. And so let's hear what she has to say. I love her testimony too. And you know what? Nobody's perfect. And to go through the music industry, she's probably witnessed a lot. She's probably witnessed a lot of wrongdoing. She's probably has been through a lot of wrongdoing. And it just gives people like me hope. All right. You know, and she's just a girl from the projects. All right. So let's hear what she had to say.
When I was fresh out of that divorce, because I needed to say something different and something positive other than what was going on in my life. And I had to believe in myself. I don't know if you listen to the words. I said, no matter what happens, I'm never going to give up on me. And the timing, right, the climate, you know, for the song. It was just perfect for right now.
Right.
And so I said people need some positivity. People need to know that I'm not dead. I'm not, dying. I'm not trying to kill. Like, I'm good. I'm happy no matter what happens in life. I'm going to get through it. And I'm still believe. It's about just believing in myself and believe in not giving up on life, not giving up on love, not giving up because my life was so terrible. So, but, and I just think that my fans needed to hear that from me. Like, she's doing all right. She
Exactly. And I'm glad to hear that from her. I'm glad she cares about what we feel, that she knows that she has such an impact on her fans. And she's letting us know she's okay. All right. We all go through things. We all have bad relationships, but you get through it. I love it.
She's doing pretty good for herself. I wrote the song when I was fresh out of that divorce because I needed to.
Some fellas asked me of a certain age, were you single?
No.
Really?
No.
You're not single?
No, I'm not single.
You're happily doing what you're doing?
And I'm happily doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
All right, you hear? Mary said, I'm open to love. I'm open to love. And I remember, because she had a show on BET. I don't know what happened to it, but it was only like 2 episodes. And the first episode was her, Taraji, and Carisha, Young Miami. And she was saying like she was happily single and currently she was dating herself, which I think when you come out of a bad relationship, it is important to really, really take that time for yourself and heal and figure out what went wrong. How did you contribute to the downfall of that relationship so that you're not carrying that baggage into the next situation? So I was happy to hear this about Mary.
Okay. And I'll leave it right there. Some fellas asked me of a certain.
Yeah, I gave a lot. I was a giver. I opened the doors. I mean, what I've done since 1991 when I came in has, I mean, from generation to generation to generation, it still exists. This hip hop soul is super important. I've given women a voice. Every woman wants to tell their story now because I told mine.
Any regrets?
None at all. I gave a lot. I was a giver.
I love it. I love it. And she is so right. Okay. And I know I mentioned to her last night in my quick live, they all have been sugar mamas, right? Like Shaunie O'Neal. Because it was a result of them not dating people that were on their level and evenly yoked with them. They dated people that had less than. So like, with that young man, which I thought he was trash for coming out and saying that about Shaunie O'Neal. Because this is my thing. I don't like a man that kisses and tells or whatever, but at least tell the story where she can defend herself. You understand what I'm saying? And for that, I thought he was this like very corny for coming out and saying that. I do not believe that Shaunie slept with him 2 weeks before she got married to the pastor. I feel like there was some exaggeration. Do I believe that they had some dealings at some point in time? Absolutely. And I learned on Mem's channel, shout out to Make It Make Sense. This dude has a history of trying to exploit women in the industry. He was married once before the current person he's married to, and it was rumors that he cheated with Black China, and he had put that out there. Hey, Kim, Queen, I miss you. He had put that situation out there, and Black China denied the claim. So that just destroyed all credibility with that dude with me. And it's just like people need to understand that attention is the new currency, and people will do anything for clout. But getting back to the queen, Mary J. Blige, I've been screaming on my channel like, Mary, where's the boot line? Where's the boot line? Y'all know I'm on the East Coast and I love my boots. Okay, so Tigger asked all the right questions, honey. All right.
With your boy Big Tigger. Anything that I missed that is coming up? Where's the boot line? Ladies have been waiting for the Mary J. Blige boot line. And I mean, you looking fly in your Givenchy right now, but I'm just saying, where is the Mary J?
It's coming.
It's a thing.
It's coming.
It is a thing.
Yeah, it's coming.
So, cause can I like get some for Christmas or something like that?
Christmas, we ain't even going to production for. We ain't do nothing yet.
You said it's coming. I'm thinking
it's coming maybe in 2 years or something, but not right now.
They pressing me.
All right,
about
1 year.
Okay,
I'm working it out.
Okay.
I'm working it out.
Mary, give us this boot line, Mary. We all waiting. And Naughty Crew, you know I'll vlog it live, me buying my pair.
I'm working it out.
Look, everybody, am I working it out? I'm working it out. It's on the way. The boot line. Well, listen, sis, it's out with your boy Big Tigger, and
I love it. Shout out to the Shade Room for gathering this footage.
Busy out here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen.
Right, and this we heard. So Mary is coming with the boot line, you guys, and I am going to be here for it. And you know, through everything, through the ups and downs in the industry, guess what? She is still standing and just walking your purpose. Walking your purpose. Hey, Kemp. I love it. All right. So Mary is doing good out here in these streets. It seems that she has found love and she's doing great. She, you know, if she get that boot line, I don't even think she will have to tour as much. You know what I mean? That's how much I believe in her boot line. All right, we just spoke about Shaunie, you know, and oh boy, dragging her and bringing unnecessary drama. Here we go. And Shaunie had a simple response, which I thought was epic. All right. And that's just kind of how I felt. Unless you have proof, sir, or unless you could prove beyond a reasonable doubt that this is facts, I don't believe it. Here we go. Here's Shaunie's response to this clown.
Album, but it is called Reasonable Doubts. I want to talk to you about reasonable doubts and how God.
What's the hardest part of your job?
Trying to be nice to stupid people.
Okay, Shaunie is unbothered, and I think she gave a classic response. Period. She's unbothered. Like I said, they may have had some dealings, but this looks like a clout chase. And he knew that if he would mention her name, him and his wife would trend. And shame on his wife for being okay with him defaming another woman. And sis, you better pay attention because the way he do another woman, you'll be on a chopping block soon. Period. Period. Ooh, Latoya feels like she don't see her being with the pastor long. You know, the church people might run her out. From what I'm hearing, they trying to Megan Good her. All right, shout out to the neighborhood talks. You know, I reviewed yesterday. Rick Ross' first baby mom is trolling him real bad. Okay, he has gotten to the point where he has served her with a cease and desist, and she basically like a Tasha K, like, I wipe my behind with cease and desist. F your cease and desist. I can't even spell cease and desist. Right? Well, Rick Ross is responding, and for those of you who do not know, this is his first baby mama that teamed up back in the day with 50 Cent when Rick Ross and 50 Cent was beefing, okay? And she was in financial turmoil. She has gotten evicted and things like that. But because she teamed up with 50 Cent, I think Rick Ross like, we beefing forever. We beefing forever. All right, just to give y'all a little refresher. Shout out to the neighborhood talks. Let me see. This is her responding. Wait, hold on. Nope, that's a different one. Because she be speaking on not just him, she's speaking on a lot of celebrities. Mary J. Blige, not Mary J. Blige, Gabrielle Union, Nicki Minaj. She trolling everybody. And I ain't mad at her. Get your bag. They troll when they want to troll, right? Here she is.
Sent me a cease and desist, some I can't even spell. Create broken homes. I ain't lying. It's the truth. How you gonna sue me for that? Sue 50 Cent then. Sue me, sue them rappers. Don't beef with me. Told you I wasn't a rapper years ago. Now you want to try to rap and shut me up. You ain't shut up DJ Envy. You won cease and envy when he was putting on that CO uniform, mother. You're a real CO. I got this from Fox Rothschild. Fox Rothschild. From 9 in Atlanta, Georgia. Boy named LaRon E. Rogers. Go follow that on his email. I don't get Ron Rogers, man. Bad with me, I thought I made you a bologna sandwich. You say that man a sucker. And you don't say your lawyers broke everybody, so I'm...
All right, so she is trolling Rick Ross real bad, okay? Real bad. All right, so Rick Ross has decided to respond. And, you know, him responding tells me she struck a nerve. You understand? Because you don't respond to things that are not true. All right, so I think she's starting to hit a nerve. She must want some money or something from him because she will not stop. And she's keeping her foot on his neck. Here we go. Here's his response. Okay. Let me refresh. Mm-hmm. These baby mamas is not playing. You hear me?
Tia's sister Ebony, she told me about that botched surgery, but you gonna get over it. You gonna heal. I ain't gonna lie, we laugh about it a little while. But look, down at that county, take care of them down there, man. Get them that wing stop. Get them wing stop. Come on now. You know, let me get one glass of Luke Belair, please. But look, guys, every time you get on TikTok, I know you see a new release from Tia. But listen, we all gotta imagine what she's going through. She's going through a lot. Her mother, who's a 30-year reoccurring crack addict, she's back addicted. Tia's dealing with it. She's not living with Tia. Tia say mom's with the sister that has a job. They don't have the best relationship, but she's helping her mom and Tia's helping her mom. So that's why you won't see me cut her IG page off or none of that, because you gotta let Tia's sister Ebony, she told me about that bot express herself, you know? Let me get this glass of Luke Belair. She has to express herself, so let's not take any of that personal. Let's wish her mother Sabrina the best, and just hope, you know, she fights the addiction and everything else. But hey,
Sent me a cease and desist, some I can't even spell.
Let me tell you something.
Going live in the
He a clown for this. Let me tell you, number one, I went to Wingstop this past weekend. Was not impressed, sir. Your Wingstop needs some work. They need some work. They need to learn how to drain the grease, sir, from their chicken. It was horrible. All that money I had to spend for 15 wings, and it was horrible. Yeah, Toya, I feel like he a clown. Because, like, why you bringing her mother into it? Only thing she do is talk about you, sir. Oh, yeah, he got that kind of power. Mm-hmm. Exactly, James. I wouldn't have never responded. Yes, James. Wayne's too salty. Mm-mm. He need to get with the wingman for his recipe, child, because his lemon peppers was not stepping. Okay, the lemon peppers was not stepping. I said it. Exactly. Stick with your wingman. Yeah. And I was forced to go to Wingstop because the wingman in the wintertime, he not as consistent. Exactly. They little wings, first of all, and then they charge you a bunch of money. And all you get is some cold burnt fries as a side. Okay. Like it is not worth all the money. Here, I'm giving a live review of Wingstop. Wingstop is not Wingstop need to stop. Period. Oh, Toya says she'll pass Ross and go to American Deli. Yeah, Wingstop is not what it is, sir. And Tia, you continue to drag that man because I find it quite funny. I find it funny. Yes, pigeon wings. Yes. Pigeon wings. Okay. And you real corny, sir, bringing up her mom and her addictions and things like that. What that have to do with you, how you treated her? I'm telling you, he been dragging her from back in the day because he's still mad about her teaming up with 50 Cent. Yes, let's all do a Wingstop live together. Exactly. I don't know, Juice. I ain't never going back there. They were horrible. They were horrible. All right, up next, I'm gonna get into Letroy. Letroy, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? He's still dragging Tamar. He is still dragging Tamar. And just to give y'all a little reminder of who Letroy is, here we go.
Dog, I don't even care at this point. Whoever want to get mad at me can get mad at me. Y'all gotta stop. First of all, let me tell you about this ghetto, disgusting gutter butt. I don't even want to call her a girl. First of all, she's trash. She should have never been at my show. So,
y'all remember him? He the one that opened the can of worms when it came to Krishan attacking James. All right. Letroy, ever since he dropped that video, him and Tamar have not been on good terms. It have been arguments over her using footage that he owns. There's been arguments over money, and it's gone down publicly. And it's just like, whoa, why can't we be adults here? And take this behind the scenes. And it's just getting very, very messy. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. It's getting very messy. So Letroy Davis goes off on Tamar Braxton after she allegedly claims he is the reason she didn't make much money on her tour. No, she is the reason. All right. So he tweets, and I got to get my charger in a second. 1 second, you guys. I am so sorry. But I'll play some music for y'all. Thank y'all for being patient with me. Yes. So Letroy, he proceeds to drag Tamar. It's crazy, like that they still going on and on and on. My nephew in here. Yes. Let's pray for these two, okay? You know, Tamar responds to Jesse Wu and all these other things. She don't respond on her YouTube page for this. So he takes to Twitter to address everything. He said, am I speaking about everything publicly because she more famous and has a little more money than me, she can lie, then hide her hands. There's two things I have on my side, the truth and the ability to tell the truth. Then he goes on to say, she's going to get enough of lying on me. I think she's slow. It always gets back to me. Now I'm the reason she ain't go home with a lot of money on the tour, and not the fact that she put 18 people on them small stages. Wow. Then he goes to say, let me call TMC and see where my $5,000 is so I can give it to her, since she's going around telling people I'm the reason why she came home with no more. Stop flying that man around. You might have a little extra. Letroy calling Tamar a sugar mama, baby. Okay, I told you Shaunie ain't the only one. There's a lot of sugar mamas in the industry, okay? And I believe this because she's so thirsty for that man to be relevant. It just gives desperate. So then he goes on to say, how the blackballed going to get someone blackballed? He basically saying Tamar is blackballed. Then he says, you're not making no money off the tour. B did a second set of shows. She trying her best to ruin my reputation, but you can't ruin mine when yours is already crap. That's putting it lightly. Then he says, I think she might be allergic to the truth. Get her a Benadryl. Oh my God. Then he go on to say, that YouTube star on my last nerves. Letroy. Then he says, like, leave me alone. Why you lying on me? But again, you lie on everyone. Woo! Then he says, she's a terrible person. I'm so sick of her dumb behind. And she think people not going to come back and tell me. And look at you now. Back to opening up for people. Woo! Let me tell you something, Letroy. Ooh, Tamar. Pay that man his money. Pay that man his money, because he is trying to...
Never been swallowed up.
Wow. Then he goes on to say, sick of her ish, always lying. If she wasn't making money, she should have stayed her behind over there at Malibu's most wanted house and just kept working Portia Williams' old job, trying to blame everything on me. This person said, Troy, he went in. He said, I just got a call talking about she going to tell people I'm the reason she ain't make a lot of money on her tour. Go open for Candy then. Whoa! Ciao! Let's show
ever in life. I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business.
I stand on business. You want to stop lying on me, okay? Then he says, like, girl, be happy about your sold out tour that y'all talk about every damn day. Sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. Girl, shut up. Then he goes on to say, then the evicted elephant talking about I got fired from Netflix. Girl, I never been fired from a job. Now your boss, on the other hand, woo, I'm telling you, y'all, he went in. Being allergic to the truth gotta make you itch. I'm so sick of her. I've been positive, even gave her her flowers on IG Saturday. She can't help but cause destruction everywhere she goes. Baby, go check into a facility. I'm telling you, you know, Tamar is an agent of chaos, just like the Brick Girl. She's an agent of chaos, and I got that from Neek at Night. She presented that term, and I was like, I embrace that. That's what Tamar is. She is an agent of chaos. Then he goes on to say, new best friend every 2 to 3 business year. Yeah, she do. Such a terrible, terrible person. I don't know, y'all. Y'all think he giving some validity to what Jesse Wu was saying? Because I know Tamar went live about it and stuff like that. And, you know, she waited Jesse to come out with it months later. But, you know, Tamar has a pattern and she has a history. So then Letroy goes on to say, I ain't never been this vocal about our fallouts before, but this lady is taking it too far. This ain't 24-year-old Troy. And you should know that at your big age of 47, the grandma is the thinger. The grandmama. Then he says, I showed everyone so much love on Saturday. She's just smiling in my head. She's just trash. Then he says, go clean off them ugly chains and leave me alone. I ain't said nothing about her or her community service worker. And they keep trying to destroy my character. If it's your company and your tour and you went on said tour, how is my fault you didn't come home? You know, Tamar reminds me of Jaguar, right? They fall out with everyone. They fall out with everyone because they're agents of chaos. All right, there's my nephew. Okay, let me see what some of these comments are saying. You don't have one here in my city. Toya, you lucky you don't have a Wingstop in your city because you ain't missing much. Kim, yes, I believe he is hurt. I believe he is hurt. Tamar probably being messy behind the scenes. I believe that. Little baby chicken. She looks like throw your rock and hide your hand, play victim type. Yes. She's always look at what she did with the Krishan situation. She still made it about her. I wish it was me. Girl, all you had to do was confirm or deny whether it was true or not. We didn't need all the dramatics. I feel the same way, Michelle. Everything does not need to be public all the time. Handle some of the mess offline. I wish him luck. Prayers for Toya. The shade of all of it. Well, let me tell you something. Letroy can read. Yeah, Tamar, you the old chick in the club now. Yes, I believe she's an art too. Hey, nephew, love you. Ooh, if Yolanda couldn't fix Tamar, who can? The juice. Some ladies, honey, not that big yet, so they can't be a sugar mama. But if they want to get in the game with what they have now, they may have enough to be a Splendor mama. Okay. I love it. Hey, Bianca. Good morning. Yeah, Tamar's a problem to me. And look, I feel like this. Everybody cannot be lying. All right. Everybody cannot be lying on Tamar. She's just got a messy spirit about her. Hence the reason why she wanted Krishan around. She knew what Krishan came with. She knew what she came with. And she could try to act dumb to the world, but I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. All right. It is they putting pressure on Fani Willis, child. and I gotta fix my title because I spelled her name wrong. But they putting pressure on her to resign. Okay. I know Couture Bay, she feels like there's with this smoke, their fire situation, she really believes she had that affair with that man and used funds to kind of fund their affair. But yeah, they putting some pressure on her, and you know, Fani strikes me as like a pit bull in a skirt. I don't think she gonna back down easy. So let's see what's going on here. Shout out to Fox News.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars? Wasting.
And I'm gonna also drop the link for anybody who's coming up, so y'all can sound off, or for anyone to come up. You know, don't feel pressure, but if you want to sound off, that's fine. Hold on. Let me back this up. Here we go.
Fani Willis to step down from the election interference case against former President Trump. I mean, can she do the job with all that's going on? That's the question. She herself is snarled in a messy love triangle, allegedly, and faces calls to resign for paying her alleged lover, Nathan Wade, big money, $650,000, despite him having no experience. She put him on the Trump case, arguably the biggest case of her career, and paid him, and now stuff's happening. Here's Trump's attorney.
I think there's a general concern in this country right now, and this sheds light on that, Martha, in that we're appointing these individuals to positions of power where they have access to taxpayer money, and they're selecting cases to become more famous, not do the right thing. And then we see this slew of corruption that eventually comes down, including this story.
Florida Congressman Byron Donalds with this: the Lord did not cause you to stumble into $600,000 in taxpayer money because you're sleeping with the lead prosecutor. There's prosecutorial misconduct. Fani should be removed and disbarred. Steve Harrigan on the story in Marietta, Georgia now. Steve.
Harris, the fight today is over divorce proceedings, whether or not they should be unsealed, and whether that district attorney, Fani Willis, should be forced to be deposed to give testimony in this divorce case. Another hearing coming up next month will look at whether the two behaved improperly and whether they improperly used taxpayer money to take vacations. Many are already beginning to say that the district attorney should step aside.
I think that the case is, if it hasn't gone off the rails already, it's about to. And I don't see anything good coming from her staying in charge of the case at this point. I think a lot good can happen if she steps away. This is obviously a huge distraction.
We've already gotten a hint at what might be in those divorce proceedings. On Friday, lawyers for the estranged wife released bank statements that show Nathan Wade bought plane tickets for himself and Wllis to go to Miami, to go to San Francisco, to take a Caribbean cruise, and to rent a hotel in Napa Valley, California. Harris, back to you.
Steve Harrigan, thank you. Charlie Hurt, now Washington Times opinion editor and Fox News contributor. Now, some of those receipts that he was talking about from the travel came directly because the estranged wife, Joycelyn Wade, that's in part of her filing. And Fani Willis is accusing Wade, Joycelyn, of harassing her and damaging her professional reputation, like allegedly sleeping around, didn't do that. And she says she's doing that also by subpoenaing her for a deposition in the divorce case. Well, you want to win your divorce case and you think you found the woman who's been spending taxpayer money, that might be a way to do it.
This gives meaning to the phrase bringing the receipts. She's literally bringing the receipts. It's all so incestuous, and I think that it very much plays to Donald Trump's benefit because it's such a soap opera. Like right when you think politics can't get any crazier, then this stuff happens, and I think it sort of undermines and reminds people that everywhere you have these highly partisan charges against Donald Trump, whether it's Fulton County or New York City or Washington, D.C. They're some of the most lawless places. And this just adds a whole veneer of sort of grossness to it that I think kind of helps him in his political argument that these are partisan charges.
All right, let's talk about this case for a bit. Legally, I've been reading, they cannot remove her from the role while, this is going on. And she has said she will not step away. So then they would need to put, and by the way, Nathan Wade, her alleged lover, worked as a municipal court judge, mainly in traffic law and family law. And Fox Research found that he had never been involved litigating a felony. But he's in charge of the election interference case of Donald Trump.
Yeah, and they have put so much effort into this case. And
money.
And money, obviously, as we saw with the receipts. And then, meanwhile, it's not like Atlanta is the safest place to walk around at night. It's not like aren't.
Oh, they have plenty of things.
Woo, child. Okay, they pulling out all the stops, but I have to say, when I saw those receipts, I'm with you, Couture Bay. When I saw those receipts, it kind of swayed things for me. Welcome to the panel, Kim.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. What are your thoughts? Like, when I saw those receipts, I have to say, like, it kind of swayed me. It gave me, like, this is what happened when you mess with Donald Trump and you get in his way. He gonna pull out all the stops.
Well, there's a couple of things. First of all, these people need to understand who are in public office and everything, that they're supposed to be held at a higher standard, and their integrity should be impeccable. Then not only that, we're in the information age. Any information could be seen and gotten at this point in time. So that's on her. You know what I mean? That's on her. That's what she gets. That's all I can say. Because you don't go after anybody if you ain't squeaky clean.
Seriously, you gotta make sure the skeletons in your closet are clear, honey. And I believe where they messed up is using taxpayer money to fund their personal life. And this speaks to Juice's point. Why do these people use government money to fund their personal lifestyles and don't they get a paycheck from their government job? Exactly. Like, that speaks to the greed of all.
I agree.
Yeah, because Corbett says, I like Fani, but she fumbled the bag. I feel that too.
I like her too, and she can fumble the bag. So that's what I'm saying. That's all on her. You can't do all that stuff and everything. You need to be you need to find out what's going on as it relates to what's in your the skeletons in your closet before you go out there starting to attack other people. You know what I mean? Because people are going to attack back. I mean, come on. That's
especially
just
Trump,
natural.
Trump petty.
Well, yeah, but not only that, most people are. So what I'm trying to say, that's human nature, okay? You attack me somehow or way or another, somebody going to attack you back. You know what I mean? People just ain't going to stand and take that hit. And yes, Trump is petty. So now you messing with the pettiest of them all too, I'm just saying that's crazy of her. It really is. And then the other thing is she's a Black woman and everything. People won't really come for her. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, but before it all goes, don't be effing with nobody if you got skeletons, if you got bones dropping out of your shoes, okay, when you walking, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. And not only is it ruining her reputation, but her code of ethics is going into question in every case that she put her hands on.
Absolutely. So she did that to herself. That's why I feel like it's so unfortunate. She did that to herself.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, she's the one that brought the big case against YSL, Young Thug and Gunner and stuff like that. And because of her misconduct, he probably get off.
Mm-hmm.
He probably get off.
I don't think he's gonna get off because he did too much. You know what I mean? I don't think he's gonna get off because they got other branches in that too. The way she talked when I listened to your show and I heard her thing, but there's a lot of other branches in there. You know what I mean? Whatever. And then they ain't gonna get off anyway because I hate to say it, but you know, are they black? They're gonna send them to court. I mean, to jail. I mean, they ain't got no chance.
Oh my God, Kim. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Blackburn, Marsha Blackburn. I'm on my political wave this morning, okay? She spoke about the Jeffrey Epstein list, and she spoke about not focusing on celebrity and things like that. And I wanted, because, you know, I saw the case file, and it was like 900 and something pages, but I didn't really feel like it revealed too many new names to me. So that's why I didn't go on this hunt for a list. But she explains further in this clip about what she's trying to do and the different records that she's trying to subpoena, because her ultimate goal is to dismantle the SEX ring. Okay. In order to do that, she knows there's key players that she needs to tackle. So let's hear what she has to say. This was posted yesterday by Forbes. Hold on. Is this it? Sorry, this is not it. Sorry, I have to get it because she has a more recent post she did. But she realizes the importance, and that's what I'm so happy that she's speaking up about it, and she's pressing the Senate to release the footage from Jeffrey Epstein's house, all the video footage, to release well, she wants the flight logs released but unredacted. Ugh, I hope I'm saying that right. And I thought I saved it in my watch later list, but she's doing the work. Here we go. She's doing the work. But I think it's important, you know, because people got so caught up in celebrity. Have a good day, Kim. They're missing the point. So let's hear what she has to say.
Joining me now is Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator, thank you so much for joining me.
Good to join you. Thank you.
We've had a busy week. 4 rounds of documents in relation to Jeffrey Epstein were unsealed over the past week, and they revealed some high-profile names that were associated to the late sex offender. For you, what is the biggest revelation that came out of this document dump?
For me, the focus is keeping that attention on criminal activity. This is not about celebrity. This is about what has happened with these victims and survivors. And one of the focuses that I've worked on as the top Republican on the Human Rights Subcommittee is fighting against human trafficking and sex trafficking. What we know is that Jeffrey Epstein built a global sex trafficking network. What we do not know is who all was affiliated or associated with him in this network. And we have, over the last few years, watched as human trafficking and sex trafficking has become a $150 billion a year business. This is something that is exploiting women and children. We need to break apart these rings, these sex trafficking and human trafficking rings. We need to find out who was affiliated with Jeffrey Epstein, and being able to subpoena his flight.
Okay. So she's kind of laying out like what her goal is. And Couture Bay, I wanted to, that sounds good, but it's not happening. That's $1 billion business. And I feel the reason why she's getting pushed back because a lot of those busters in the White House fund the business. Fund the business. All right. This is why they're giving her a hard time. That's why she had to approach him on a public forum.
Logs, Ghislaine Maxwell's Black Book, the video footage from his homes that the FBI is in possession of, and view the documents with details and information from some of the survivors where the FBI has conducted interviews. This will give us more information that we can work from to begin to break apart these rings.
You've been really vocal in calling for both what is described as Ghislaine Maxwell's Little Black Book, as well as the flight logs to be subpoenaed, to be unredacted. You wrote a letter to Senator Dick Durbin last week requesting that these be subpoenaed. Has he responded?
I have not heard from Senator Durbin.
You see that? She haven't heard from him. They're doing everything to deflect and distract. This falls under fair use. This shout out to Forbes for posting this interview. This falls under copyright disclaimer, Copyright Act 1976. All right. But look, she still hasn't gotten a response. This was posted yesterday, but they're doing that for a reason, to distract and deflect. They're covering up for each other, and that's the game I think that is going on here.
Of course, he's the chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, and he has previously twice blocked my call for a subpoena and a vote at committee on this. We have heard that he said he's willing to work with me on a bipartisan basis, but we would like for him to step forward and support the subpoena request to the Epstein estate.
I just want to get to the bottom of this for my viewers. What or who stands in the way of getting these flight logs released? Are you saying it's Senator Dick Durbin?
We know that it will take a subpoena, so getting a vote on that and having the committee back asking for these, issuing the subpoena to the state, to Jeffrey Epstein's estate, that's going to be an important step. That's one that we need to do. Also to the FBI, making certain that we can get these other documents. This is information that the FBI has not been forthcoming on. I was very disappointed in Mr. Ray's response to me when he was before us at the committee hearing.
Yeah. But why isn't the FBI being forthright? It's, you know, they don't want this ring to be exposed. It just baffles me. I find it all quite...
That's suspicious. That's weird.
I feel like it's being done on purpose for a reason.
And as the head of the FBI, leading that organization, for him to say, well, he hadn't really looked at the Jeffrey Epstein case in quite a while, that was disappointing. So we need their attention on this. This human trafficking.
Boom, Couture, I agree. This is why they're deflecting and two-stepping and sidestepping the whole situation, because world leaders are on that list.
And sex trafficking that's taking place. This is modern day slavery. So their support, the committee support, is going to be important to get these documents, to have that transparency, and begin to hold these traffickers accountable, and for the wrongdoing that they have done, to see their prosecution take place.
I do want to talk about Christopher Wray in just a moment, the FBI director. But before that, are there any other Democrats on the Judiciary Committee that you could team up with to get these flight logs released?
We are talking with several of the committee members. We would love to have their support.
And now I want to talk about FBI Director Christopher Wray. In his Senate Judiciary Committee hearing last month that you mentioned, you noted that Epstein victims alleged that the FBI did not do enough to help them. You told FBI Director Christopher Wray that, quote, you need to right that wrong and get to the bottom of the Epstein case. From then until now, has he or anyone in the FBI gotten back to you, given you an update, anything like that?
No, it's been crickets. They've had absolutely nothing to say. They have sent nothing to our office. They have not reached out for any type of update. And of course, as the top Republican on the Human Rights Subcommittee, this is information that we need in order to begin this process of accountability. You know, the other thing too, it's important to understand how the sex trafficking rings are working and how they're managing to evade law enforcement. Getting more of this documentation would be helpful because it's up to us to put in place.
They are able to work and evade because law enforcement and the top politicians are in on it. I just thought it was very insightful to bring this to the attention of my Knotty crew so we understand what's going on here. It wasn't just going to be a list drop. They are still sidestepping, deflecting, and distracting. They do not want this ring to be revealed because a lot of them are funding it. And that's why she is having a hard time getting records and getting footage and things like that. They taking them out one by one? Exactly. She needs a disgruntled employee to come forward. Their committee had trafficking charges too through, so she needs to clean house. No worries, Kemp. I get it. So I just wanted to give my Knotty crew some insight of what's going on with this whole Epstein list. All right. And I know people have come out like, oh, I'm waiting for the Epstein list and things like that. Only thing that was released was court documents, which was testimony from the victim. You understand what I'm saying? She still hasn't gotten what she needed and what she asked for. We saw in the committee hearing how he was asking. It was like he was fumbling on words when she was asking direct questions like, why can't we get we finger pointed one of the biggest traffickers, the biggest networks. Why can't we get access to those flight logs and the video footage from his house? And he was like, I'm sorry, I'm not aware of that. He was acting completely dumb, okay? You know, unfortunately, she is dealing with a system of patriarchy that has been
swallowed up
because of the money. It's $1 billion industry. You know how much they make off one human? It's disgusting. It's disgusting, okay? And so I bring you that story to segue in my next story. I mentioned on my channel about yachting, okay? And people are like, whoa, what's yachting? It's an entity of this ring, okay? For the rich and elite. Trafficking goes on all levels, through the poor, the rich, okay? And I learned about this on Sloan's channel. I love Sloan. So I found the article to explain it to my Knotty crew. And shout out to the stylist for gathering this information. So they start the article with, yachting is about more than being paid to party. It's Hollywood's murkiest open secret. Okay? So it's been happening for decades, but ambitious young women continue to be in danger in the pursuit of fame. Stylist investigates the practice of yachting, Hollywood's shadiest open secret. So yachting is one of the entertainment industry's biggest open secret, with A-list stars, including models, actors, royalty, being rumored to have been involved in yachting during their career. If you're unfamiliar with the term, yachting is used to describe the practice of being paid to spend time and be pictured with wealthy clients, often aboard mega yachts. It is considered a popular formula for its girls and rising stars to raise their profile, but it has a murky underbelly of exploitation. I'm going to put it like that. Coercion and trafficking. So, Ms. Blackburn, maybe you need to look into the yacht community. Maybe you might get to it faster. They better look at these Hollywood elites and these celebrities, and they all own yachts. And can I remind you, Jonathan Odie also mentioned in his interrogation, they use the yachts to transport substances. A lot goes on these yachts. All right. So, according to the podcast, I Know I Sound Crazy, hosted by Ashlyn Galloway, aspiring actors and models, as well as those already in the industry who want to raise their profiles, often enter into yachting with the goal of making connections. All right. Now, it's rumored that some of the girls on Zeus partake in yachting. A lot of your Hollywood elites, like the Kardashians, Kylie, they're all a part of this. So while yachting, they gain access to exclusive surroundings and social notoriety through the wealthy or famous men they accompany. However, the practice is not as luxurious as it might sound. As Galloway explains, women are often recruited by their co-stars or other yacht girls and take the work believing it to be a modeling or acting job, but in reality, what appears to be getting paid to party and be pictured with wealthy businessmen actually blurs the line between perfectly legal and mutually beneficial relationships and speculated sex solicitation, basically a woman of the night. Yachting is considered to be an open secret within the industry. The term yachting gained media traction in 2013 when Hollywood Reporter published an investigation into the culture at the Cannes Film Festivals, claiming models and even some Hollywood actors swarmed the hotels and yacht parties during the festival. Women installed on yachts in Cannes during the film festival are called yacht girls, and the line between professional y'all filling in, and B or C list Hollywood actresses and models who accept payment for sex with rich older men is sometimes very blurred. A veteran of the film industry told journalist Dana Kennedy at the time, quoting Ellie Nihas, who ran a Beirut-based modeling agency before being arrested on charges of running a ring, we'll put it like that, in 2007. The article continues. You definitely recognize more than a few names from Hollywood, he says. These are actresses who made bad career choices and fell off the radar. They tell themselves what they're doing at Cannes is okay, that they're just on a date with a rich man. When the reality is they're doing what common streetwalker does, but they like the money. So Nanos was later convicted of supplying more than 50 women of various nationalities to rich Middle Eastern clients during the festival. While yachting may be considered an open secret by some within the entertainment industry, it's still hard to get people to talk about it. It's been around for a long, long time, and it's a common factor in many different industries, but particularly in the entertainment. A popular culture expert who wished to remain anonymous tells Fani Willis. All right. So, I mean, a lot of known actresses, I'll put the link for this article in my description box, but yachting is just, yes, being on the water in a way. Yachting is just another form or another entity of the trafficking ring, and I urge Marsha Blackburn to really look into this. She may get her answers faster by investigating the yachting community. All right. There's a lot of, so when you see these celebrities posing on yachts and everything, wonder what they're doing, okay? All right, the yacht girls offering SEX for sale in Canis, and this is what we were just talking about. It's straight up prosta or asta student, I'll say, okay? And Young Miami has been rumored to be on these yachts, show, okay? So I just wanted to educate my naughty crew on what yachting is and what it really means. And in this climate of things, I really feel like we need to start having more conversations. Like all these networks and things like that. Like Zeus is nothing but a big prostitution ring. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And Natalie is the Ghislaine Maxwell of it all. Her and Scotty just got into the fight. They're both screwing Lemmy. Like, Natalie is like the bottom bitch, okay? And Scotty is just like the lapdog, and they pass her around and mistreat her. And these girls, they just will do anything just to stay relevant, just to stay on TV and things like that. But this is all too common in the industry. And you have to remember, Lemmy was backed by Diddy. It's the same culture. They drugs, alcohol, SEX, period. And they do all those things to keep you clouded. It's a way to keep you trapped. It's a way to get footage on you so that they can blackmail you if you want to leave or if you threaten to stay. But several girls are starting to come out from the Zeus network. Christina, Stunner Girl. All right. Like there's a lot of creepy things that goes on there. Period. So Naughty Crew, that is all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please remember to hit that like button as you're leaving the room. Also, remember to subscribe to my backup channel. We're trying to get monetized over there. Trying to figure out what I want to do over there, to be quite honest. But ultimately, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. And don't get...
You ever been swallowed up?
Don't get swallowed up by all this negativity in this world. And make sure as y'all walk through y'all day, y'all...
Ever in life, I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business.
Y'all make sure y'all stand on business, all right? And to all my haters...
And I want to say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I thank y'all too. Y'all keep the wheels turning over here, right? That's all I have for you, Naughty Crew. Until next time, I'm out. One.